it's you guys! Good morning!
Fantastic! Awesome food, non-stop fun. Loving the...
Did anyone just hear that voice on the wind?
Huh? A voice? I didn't hear it.
Seriously? Listen, there it is again! Venti, Venti. Oh, it's the Aphamid calling my name!
Oh, come on, Venti. At least say the drinking talk until an appropriate drinking hour.
Think of it this way. Your bard friend could be in a bar somewhere right now, but instead he chose to be here with you. Says a lot, don't you think?
Well, you really do have the eyes of a hawk. Just like a cuckoosaur indeed.
Looks like the Asha's in a good...
Want to tell the others about our little friendly competition just now?
What's with that reaction? Now I'm intrigued.
Well, I was just getting ready to head out when the Asha started bouncing around the room, full of it. All right then, let's have a little contest. How do you want to do this? I said. The last thing I expected was for him to stretch out his little hand and challenge.
So, Paimon's guessing you...
Yeah, it was no contest. The size advantage was really unfair. So I was thinking, how about a graffiti contest instead? We can do it in a little bit. I've got the paint covered.
Well, sounds like the fun isn't over yet. I'm glad to hear it's been a good stay so far. So, the main challenges in the 4 areas. I'm guessing you've completed them all? Great! Let me take a look. Huh?
Something...
This is some kind of joke, right?
Jeez, Paimon! What? Sorry. But...
What in the...
Huh? How on earth did the... Right? It's like a whole...
Just calm down for a second and take a...
Then what's going on here?
Did someone paint over it? But...
What about the others?
All 4 photos have changed.
You guys have fun.
Could it be some kind of prank?
Is that the last one?
You'll have to excuse us, sir. We'll come back another time for the prizes. Come on, let's talk over there.
So, notice anything useful? I can't make out the faces, but the outfits are unmistakable.
The Tecpottl's Flint Blades Adventure Team. It's the Tecpottl's Flint Blades Adventure Team. We read about them back in Villa Guitz, a group of friends from different tribes, united by a single goal. But then a couple in the group had a baby and decided it was time to move on. So, they planned one final journey as a farewell to a life.
Mind if I take another look?
Here!
I knew I'd seen that place before. It's right here.
What do you mean? How's that even? Pop Bennett said the events described in those notes took place a long time ago. There wasn't even a resort here back then.
doesn't mean it's not the same place. Just look at the terrain.
Well, that place doesn't look at all familiar to me.
I've flown past that area every day on my morning loop. I can show you exactly where it is.
Then, should we go take a look?
Yeah, let's go. Now hold on just a minute. Why don't we think this through one last time before we head out?
Prank or not, the person who left these pictures must be trying to tell us something. If this clue is pointing to a specific location, the only way to find out more is to go there ourselves.
That's a fair point. But we also need to consider that Chaska never noticed anything odd while out on patrol. And presumably, someone managed to slip these photos into our album without alerting a single one of us.
So we shouldn't underestimate who we're dealing with here. Is that what you're trying to say?
Pretty much.
Bennett?
The place we're heading to might be dangerous. Could you keep an eye on our...
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw him head in that direction already. I thought maybe you told him to go there.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. We're headed there anyway.
Let's try to catch up with him. Keep an eye out on the way.
Let's ride! Full throttle!
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay?
Try and stop me!
Okay. Yeah!
You really are a one-trick pony.
Asha, are you there? Asha, can you hear me?
Don't worry, Bennett. Maybe he just got distracted by something. We'll find him soon.
Well, here we are.
It's so quiet.
Let's split up and have a look around. Don't go too far, though. And keep an eye out for any signs of the Asha.
It doesn't look like there's anything here.
Asha! Come out, wherever you are!
Oh, was that?
Guys, get over here!
I hear something. Voice keeps calling out to me.
What did I tell you? The aphamide.
No, it's not the mead. But...
What's that doing here?
the voice... It's coming from inside.
Careful. What if it...
No, it's not a trap. The tone of the voice.
Bennett, you're not thinking about going in there, are you?
I know you're all worried about me, but I have this strange feeling like... My dads always tell me adventurers never shy away from a challenge or a chance to explore the unknown. So, I need to go into this domain.
What now?
Adventure is all about teamwork. You said that yourself.
Yeah, I mean, the Traveler and Venti go without saying, but we're part of the team too at this point, right? We're not gonna let our captain go it alone.
You guys...
Alright. Paimon was gonna try and talk you out of it, but... but... If there's treasure at the end of this adventure, we're getting a share too. Don't...
Well, what do you say, Professor?
Come on, you really think Professor Venti would abandon a student in their hour of need? Save the thank yous for the after party. Looks like someone else will be picking up the
Sure. Thanks, guys. All right, then. Is everyone ready? Okay.
What is this place?
It's so hot. It feels like my lungs are being compressed.
Be careful. I sense the abyss.
The abyss?
The air currents are all over the place. I can't get a fix on its exact location.
Does that mean the abyss is after Bennett? Wait a sec! Where did he go? Bennett! Bennett! Are you there?
How did we get separated? We all came in together, right?
Where is this place? Why does it seem so familiar? Traveler? Paimon? My throat. Anyone there? Still no response. No sign of anyone. Am I the only one who got separated from the others? Or... No. beating faster and faster. My back is drenched in cold sweat, and I can't remember anything. At this rate, I could pass out at any moment. I feel like I need a moment to catch my breath. Figure out if this counts as good or bad luck. If I've ended up in a dangerous situation like this, even on my lucky streak, the others are probably in even greater danger. I need to help them. I have to keep moving. Come on. This pain is nothing. Just gotta keep pushing forward. I can do it. I'm fine. Absolutely fine. Everything is gonna be fine. Wait for me.
Me, or did those weird...
We can't just wait here. We have to keep looking.
Oh no! Things are bad if Tone Deaf Bard's getting serious! This wind is so strong! Paimon can barely stay in the air!
Hang in there, Paimon! I've got your hand!
She was gonna get swept away there. This place is so creepy.
I'll lead the way. Stay close. And whenever you do...
Again?
Getting more and more dangerous.
Tone Deaf Bard, are you sure Bennett is up ahead?
Yes. Fate has drawn him back to this place. Hang in there, everyone! We need to pick up the pace!
Paimon can't go any further! Tone Deaf Bard.
You're saying this...
Yes, lucky little Bennett. The boy who cheated death. You once slipped free from the grasp of fate and fled to a place beyond my reach. I imagine happiness came easy to you there. It was sheer happenstance that allowed...
That's what you think, being an adventurer.
Always the amusing bunch, you adventurers. So much...
What did you just say?
Tech puzzles, flint blades. What a laughable name. Those who would have saved you are long gone. Behold, even your so-called Wheel of Fate lies in ruins. Give up, Bennett, the child who cheated death. Embrace your inescapable. You are no match for me.
I can't.
That light. Is that...
Lyasha! And look! One of them is Bennett's companion.
Huh?
Bennett? Bennett! What's wrong? Please, Bennett, wake up!
This isn't working. His vitals are weak.
Bennett! Come on, everyone! Think of something!
Does anyone have any kindling on them?
Kindling?
What he needs right now is light. Something to guide him through this fiery trial.
Will a candle work?
Yes! Light it up, and the sun will guide...
You sure that's gonna work? All right then.
Let us pray for him as the sun sinks beneath the western shroud. Let the sparks of flame guide us home.
And a blazing light burn anew to cleanse impurities of old.
Lost wanderer, hear these words. Behold the sunlight, this blade of dawn. Listen to the wind sing a familiar song. Inhale a fragrance so sweet, so known. Follow me, please. Follow me home.
People say all kids do is cry. But when I think of you, my sweet child, all I remember is your smile. Watching the saurians ride the spirit ways, or the feather from Uncle Chaco's hat dance in the wind. One night, as you smiled up at the stars, your dad got lost in the sight as well. Were you drawn in by some greater meaning? I wondered. But no. The stars were just smiling back.
Aroni, stop writing and join us! Team leader, give us a toast.
Okay then. May our homeland prosper, our friendship endure, and may this be a journey we never forget.
He's laughing. I heard babies that smile a lot are blessed with luck.
That's just superstition.
It's true.
None of us know the reason behind all those smiles. But I think you can sense all the love around you. Can't you? I love you so much. May you always be my happy boy.
Where did these abyssal monsters come from?
Run! No good! Exits are blocked! Aroni, the baby! Aroni!
My child.
Stay with me. I'm here. I'll protect
Leave
you.
me. Just keep him safe.
If you can hear my prayer, take my body, my love, and my memories as fuel. Even if my soul is barred from the Night Kingdom, doomed to wander the desolate wilds, I offer up all that I am, that this child might live. I have no doubt you'll meet many good friends one day. Because I know you're the luckiest child there is. Smile for me, my darling. Let Mommy see it one last time. Is this a dream? It's not a dream, my darling. Not at all. Oh, look how much you've grown.
Dad! Mom! It's really you!
Come here, my boy. Give your old man a hug.
The air doesn't feel so heavy now. Paimon can finally breathe.
So what a memory left over from the past. Perhaps the Pyro Archon heard our prayers.
We owe her big time after this.
So, that baby from Tecpato's Flint Blades sure...
That's right. We strayed into this place all those years ago and never made it out. All we could do was... Isn't it my turn to give him a hug now, dear?
Oh, all right then.
I know everything's been settled now, but this doesn't exactly strike me as the ideal place for it. Come on, everyone. Let's take this outside. All right, this should do.
You mean Bennett, right?
Bennett. That's what your friends call you?
Yeah, it's the name my dad's gave me. A group of older adventurers from Mondstadt raised me.
Bennett.
Blessed. That's what it means. Having a name like that.
It's a fine name indeed.
I'm so happy for you, my darling Bennett. Seeing the strong young man you grew up to be. Knowing you're surrounded...
Don't worry, Mom. I'm doing great. Everyone...
Be sure to thank them, son, on behalf of myself and the rest of Tecpato's Flint Blades. Just look at us, together like this. I've seen more than my share of miracles, it's true. But after what happened, I never... Oh...
What is it, Dad?
Our adventures together over the past few days. All the memories just came flooding back. And speaking of, how could you call that arm wrestling this morning? That was full-on wrestling, my...
Really?
Wait, bit of a tangent, but Paimon just realized. This means Bennett's from Natlan, right?
Oh. And he's been disconnected from Natlan's ley lines all this time.
Which must be why he's always been so unlucky. Until he
What are your thoughts about staying in Natlan, Bennett?
Oh, yeah. I could help introduce you to the Wyub. Would you rather go with the Masters of the Nightwind or the Collective of Plenty?
You don't have to answer that right away.
Traveler, could I take a look at your album for a second? Okay, all better now.
Aha! Mystery solved! So the pictures were swapped after all.
I should probably explain. After becoming Asha, we lost our memories, and our minds became so hazy we couldn't even remember. But I was never as outgoing as Makani, and that was true even as an Asha. I guess some things never change.
So, where's this going exactly?
From the moment I saw your group, I've been following you around, taking all kinds of photos of your adventures.
And since there are Asha everywhere in the resort, no wonder I didn't sense any danger.
A vague sense of familiarity, and a bunch of hazy memories. That was what drew me towards you. When I followed you all here, it was like this place was beckoning me in, and it made me extremely uneasy. Thanks to all of you, everything turned out fine. But the fact is,
Don't worry about it.
After everything you went through, it wasn't your fault.
Exactly. The way I see it. If fate is a giant wheel rolling down the road, then I'd say, for Bennett, the bumpiest stretches behind him.
Thanks, everyone. And, thanks. I love you. So much.
I love you too, my darling son. And here, this picture is for you. I've always loved taking pictures of you, and nothing will ever change that.
Mom!
Child of reverie, clutching tail feathers tight, open not thine eyes ere night be gone. Till such gaze, enduring and unspoken, cascading from on high, ushers in the break of...
You sure pick your moments to shine, don't you?
Of course! I would hate for us to miss the next chapter of this story.
And by that you mean... Someone actually showed up? Quick, don't let them see!
Good heroes, sorry to interrupt. I'm just here to let you know that the grand opening of the resort is about to begin on Tete Isle. We're just waiting for you to join us, and then we can start the show.
Oh, no, I totally spaced out. What time is it? Oh, forget it. The dance-off stage is all yours, Traveler. We'll go get into position.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
You've got it, guys. Professor Vin...
We'll also be...
Shh!
Oh. Choo-choo! Choo-choo!
hope you all like that surprise! Now who's ready to come up here and get this party started?
You gonna go? But what if I end up jinxing it and mess up everything with the whole show?
A lucky star. That's who you are to us.
Let's hear it for our friend from afar!
Well,
We don't get to be on a stage together very often. Why don't we take a group photo?
Yes, yes, yes! I'll get the camera set up.
Wow! When did Mililani become such a natural photographer? She's taken so many pictures on this trip. She's practically a professional at this point.
Come on, scoot in towards the middle.
Thanks, Pyro Archon.
Is a Hal in another timeout?
Well, he's prone to unending rants whenever he's around Kakuku. And I think we can all agree the decibel level around here is high enough already.
Wait,
He's still having fun on the Asha trampoline. I wouldn't be surprised if he's speaking
another language under the belt. Little fella's turning into quite the poly.
So, no flaming hair today, Archon?
Isn't it hot enough already?
Yeah, hot as a volcano.
Enough with the chit-chat! Everyone looking this way. 3, 2, 1...
Party time!
We always hoped you would have good friends around you, and it seems like that came true.
Yeah, they're the best.
You're not a picky eater, are you? And you don't stay up late every night like your mom? All right, I'll stop with the
Dad.
Come here.
Can we talk a little more?
You got it. Listen up, son. And this is coming from one team leader to another. I know you're strong, and I know you're hardworking. But when it comes to... Remember what I said to you earlier when you were down in the dumps? Every journey is a lesson. Never... Your team is going to look to you for guidance one day. The name of our own adventure team, Tecpoddle's Flint Blade. But then we brought you into the world. A little spark of our own. And we knew that what we wanted most of all was not for you to be bound to our mission or legacy.
Dad.
As a father, there are things I want to say to you, son. So humor your old man for a bit, okay? Even though I'm not actually that old. Son, your mom and I have loved you all your life. even since before you were born. Never forget them, and never, no matter where you go or what path you choose, as your parents, we will always support you. So, all that's left to say is... Trust in yourself.
Look what you've done. You've upset him again.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
That's not my fault.
Not your what? you you.